Honey, don't. You can't run away from this. It's a long walk down that jetway, and you're a flight risk. You're taking that black bag, and I'll be your companion until dawn. I'm sorry, baby. This is just one of them days. I wish I could be your Superman. I know we have a deep friendship, but 28 years later, this feels like warfare. They say love hurts and that time will bring her back, but those are just train dreams. I have to tell myself, wake up, dead man. You're a secret agent. I'll miss your presence, but I'm numb to the sentimental value of our time together. So numb, it's like I'm on Novocaine. When we land, that blue moon will almost be gone, faster than an F1 car, and it'll just be me and you, us sinners, and the Reedland. You might think it was just an accident, but there was no other choice. With you, it's always been one battle after another. So here we go. No weapons, no naked guns, just you and me. Oh, and one more thing. Frankenstein. Welcome to another episode of 1001 by 1 by 3 or 5 or whatever we're doing tonight. I'm Adam.
I'm Britt.
And I'm amazed.
That was so good.
That was great. That was great. I don't know why you gave us a heads up. That was fantastic.
I was like, no,
just
what are you
just to
do?
like, and just for those listening, there were 30 movie titles in there. Just I tried to get as many as I could.
It was good. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Oh
Big
my
fan.
God.
Well done.
So there we go.
Very impressed. That was awesome.
So what are we? I feel like this
today?
is always your show, isn't it, Britt?
Joey's thing.
This
No,
is the short
I don't
segment.
think it
Oh,
was mine.
Joey,
Is it
you're
mine
leading.
or
This is
Joey's?
me?
Who's leading this?
Yeah, you were the one that. Okay, I'll do it. Hey, everybody! I thought it was you because the last time it was like, should we do the list? And I feel like you're the one who was doing the list, but I guess it's me, so that's fine. Hey, everybody! Today we're going to be talking about our top 5 movies of 2025. Yes, this is coming out a little bit after 2025. You know, we're into 2026 at this point, but it's rolling into the award season. So we thought this was the perfect opportunity for us to just highlight some of the films that we really, really loved this year. And maybe talk about like 1 or 2 that didn't quite live up to the hype or were confused why other people like. You know, I think it's okay to talk about those too.
Sure.
So yeah, we're gonna give you those now. Apparently I'm running this. So yeah, let's should we just get started, y'all? Let's get started with our number 5s.
Yeah, let's do that.
Great. Let's go in order. Adam, your name starts with an A. What's your number 5?
It sure does. I've futzed with this list quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And I did one change recently, and when we get to that movie, which is number 3 on my list, I'll explain kind of why I did what I did. When I initially made the top 5, I definitely got kind of cheeky with it because they weren't, I think, literally my top 5, and I'm not even sure if these are either. Yeah.
I would say my list is super fluid and my list changed every single day. I changed my list today. So, you know, this is as of January 13th, these are our top 5. It can change. And that's okay.
And it might. Okay, so number 5, and I think I've seen all these movies twice. So these aren't just one off.
That's
so
good.
I solid opinion. My number 5 is Train Dreams.
Nice.
It's on Netflix. I saw it at the Chicago International Film Festival. When I watched it the second time, I watched it with Melissa, and there's just something about, I don't know if it's just how beautiful that the Pacific Northwest is shot in that movie. I think this is Joel Edgerton's best performance. I don't know why I have such a fondness for Will Patton, and his VO just works. It just works in the movie. And it's I think of the movies in this top 5, it's the only one that made me cry. And I just have an emotional response to this movie. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really good. I think it's going to get some love at the Oscars, but not enough. But Train Dreams is my number 5.
That.
It's really good. It's not on my list, but I do think it's one of the best endings of the year.
I still haven't seen it. I just haven't carved the time out, unfortunately. There's a lot of films that I haven't seen, I will say, and I'm aware of that. I mean, that includes No Other Choice, Kokuo, Sentimental Value, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, It Was Just an Accident. There are a lot of films that probably would be in contention for being on my top 5, but I just haven't had a chance to see because life happens. So whatever.
There you go.
But I really, really want to see Train Dreams. That was one that I was considering watching today,
Very
but
worth watching.
I chose a different film instead. For me, since my name is Brittany, which is it starts with a B, I am going to go next. And at my number 5, I have Sinners. I really, really love Sinners. It's the only one that I've seen twice on my list. But I think it's a really important film. I think it kicks ass, and my God, I love vampires. And Ryan Coogler can do no wrong, basically, in my book. I think he's a fantastic filmmaker. I think his relationship with Michael B. Jordan is really strong, and I want to see them continue to do films together. And this is just a very, very palatable vampire movie. I think this speaks to a lot of people. I think it's very commercial and very easy to watch. So if you haven't seen it, do it, because it's really good.
I know we'll do honorable mentions and stuff later. I do want to say though that this was my 6. I mean, it just didn't make the list.
That's fair. That's totally fair. It was between this and another movie that is at my 6, and it was very hard to choose between the two of them. So I get it.
Fair enough. All right, so I'm up. So I'm gonna try to not pick things that you guys picked already. Obviously, you don't know what the other 4 are going to be. We don't spoil this, but like Sinners was on my list, so now I'm going to move something else in because that makes my life easier. Because I'm also trying to, I don't know. This is hard, and then we have a whole Oscars thing coming up. Adam and I and Kieran, so things get ranked a lot. So I also want to talk about other movies too. So I'm keeping it interesting. But Sinners was in my 5, but I'm changing that. I'm taking it out now, which is great. And then I'm going to want to talk about one. So my number 5, if you listen, I have a history of my poor wife, and maybe when we go to see things in the theaters together, I don't not always think it through as much. I'm just like, but one recently that did go super well and was an overall very, very fun theater experience was Marty Supreme. A movie that going into it, I was like, oh man, because one Safdie really disappointed me this year. And I was like, oh man, do the Safdies only work together? And so I was a little apprehensive and going in, and yeah, I really liked it
Awesome.
a lot. Actually, I had a great time. There was dudes standing up in the theater for the last part, like into the ping pong. It was a sold out show, opening weekend. Great time. Kristen also loved it. I was super impressed. I had a great time with it. So Marty Supreme, number 5.
That's one I haven't seen yet, and I didn't really want to see it, but now I do because of that glowing recommendation. And also I realize it sounds very anime because there's a lot of like sports anime that I love that just go really hard on said specific sport. There is one actually about ping pong that's really good. And I think if I think I'll watch it now. Even though before I was like, take it or leave it. I don't know if I'm gonna see it.
It's not on my 5. I think I might have told Joey this because I think we saw it at like almost the exact same time.
You saw it like 2 hours before me or something.
I saw it in the front row in the complete left seat because it was sold out, which is not optimal film going experience, especially for a movie that is.
You need the whole
80% close-ups. So I do. Hopefully, I'm hoping it comes to streaming before like we talk Oscar shit because I would like to watch it again. But yeah. Not quite on my list.
Love that. Adam, what's your 4?
I hope I don't I'm going first, which like I feel bad. I don't want people to completely alter their list because if somebody else has a movie on it.
I'm not altering my list.
Okay, cool.
And I will happily, because I just want the most movies talked about because I think there's a bunch of good ones. So
fair.
This year is very strong.
Yeah.
Number 4 is a movie. I think this is my the thinker of the bunch. It's the one that I've thought about the most. And when Britt texted us and let us know that she liked it, I was fucking thrilled. And my number 4 is Eddington. I fucking really, really like this movie. Yeah. I understand that Beau is Afraid is not for everybody, but there's something about Ari Aster's progression, his confidence in what he makes, and I think this is far and away, leaps and bounds, his best movie. I was riveted by this movie.
I love this film. I did not anticipate loving this film. It's a really divisive movie.
It sure
yeah.
is.
Very much so.
Everything that I've read behind the scenes of and like people, especially on like in the cesspool of Reddit, just it's kind of wild, and I think it shows that people are not comfortable being introspective on their own belief systems.
100%. Yeah.
And that's what I found so interesting about Eddington. I thought Eddington was amazing. It's not on my list. It's number 7 for me. But my God, it blew my fucking mind. And that last third of the film is perfect.
It's amazing.
It is perfect.
Unhinged action movie. Yeah.
Ugh.
I love Eddington so much. I thought it was so good. I have one complaint. I think the obviously studio forced airplane scene pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
like
think that's fair.
It was like, okay, people aren't good at movies. We need to let them know we need to let them know. And it feels so out of place and it bothers me, but I think it's a great movie. And Ari Aster gets something out of Joaquin Phoenix that is just so watchable, man. I love it. And Pedro Pascal fit right into the world. I thought it was great.
It's my favorite Pedro Pascal role. I am notoriously, not that I don't like Pedro Pascal, but I just think people really elevate him to a place that I'm like, I haven't seen that yet. And then I did in Eddington. I got it.
He was oversaturated this year. You could feel it. He was fucking everywhere. And for better or worse, that is what it is. I think this was the best thing he did this year. So.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised there's nothing, like there's no talks of him for like a best supporting actor or something in it, because he's so good in Eddington.
Yeah, he really
also
is.
The man who plays the homeless gentleman.
Yeah.
Clifton Collins Jr.
Yep.
Yes.
He's so good in everything, and he's
Yes.
so good in this movie.
He's always good. He's always good. You see him, it's going to be
He's
a
in
banger.
Train Dreams for like 24 seconds.
Yep.
You know what? Probably incredible.
But so many people, and they're all
Yeah,
really good. That's pretty much what Train Dreams is. It's someone you love for not enough time.
Glowing recommendation right there. Oh, I love that. I love that. So Eddington, great choice. So my number 4, Yorgos, you fucking little freak. I love Begonia. I love Begonia. I thought Begonia was one of the most interesting films I watched. Like I've said before, I watched Save the Green Planet and I really liked it. So I was not hesitant, but curious about how Yorgos was going to take it and make it something new. And my God, he absolutely did. Still has the same story beats, but they felt new because it was just a different take on all of the characters. God, I loved Begonia. I was so happy that I watched it. It was one of those films that after I was just like giddy because we actually, we won't give spoilers, but just it went to places that I wanted it to go to, and it still felt satisfying knowing how it was going to end. I still was just thrilled with it.
That was my initial response to Joey when I was telling him about it is like it. What I liked is that the best way I could describe it was that Yorgos got to have his cake and eat it too. We basically got 2 endings. Both endings kind of got to be true, and this was the big Thursday night watch at the film festival, and it was great. It's got a real strong possibility for my favorite Yorgos. I mean, it is really, really strong.
I agree.
Yeah. Also, I love this movie so much. It was also going to be my number 4, so I get to slide something else. Don't be sorry. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. No, I think this movie's great. Great performances. The handling of tonal shifts in this movie, I think, is unbelievable. There's one moment of just absolute shock, and then when Jesse Plemons attacks the cop is one of the funniest things I've seen, where it's just like an insane like 30 seconds. And I saw it in a theater, and it was reasonably crowded for Yorgos on opening night, and like everyone had the same reaction of ha, and just like exploded laughing, and like that was super fun. And I also got to do the movie scorecard thing, and I never got to do that before.
Cool.
For this, so that was cool. But yeah, great movie, great Yorgos.
Yeah.
it's one of those. Somebody was like, "Oh, have you seen this? Is it good?" And I'm like, "I thought it was awesome. You might not like it. I don't know. Yorgos mileage vary, and I'm not going to recommend them to you, but I think this is great. And if you are in on the Yorgos experience, you're going to get into this."
It's really funny you say that because one of my best friends, Olivia, and I, we always like talk about Oscar movies. We always watch all of the award shows together now, but we have very, very drastically different tastes in movies. So we're usually rooting for different things. And basically we never align. And I sent her a message saying, I watched Begonia. I fucking loved it. So she was like, okay, I guess I'll watch it now. And then she sent me a message that just said, fucking Begonia. Amazing. And it's like the one film that the two of us have ever been that and Barbie, where we both are like, this movie is incredible. Like, it's so good, which I was like, Begonia, bringing people together. So maybe more people would
There
like
it is. There it
It's
is.
amazing. And you know what? Just great performances. Sometimes
Yes.
just great performances. Written by someone great, directed by someone, like, it's just a bunch of greatness put together with an unbelievable Green Day needle drop in the middle.
Oh my God. I know. Oh, so good. Well, Joey, since you can't have Begonia at number 4, what's your number 4?
Okay. My number 4 now is the Palme d'Or winner of this year. It was Just an Accident by Jafar Panahi. Really, really great movie. One of really affecting ending. When the movie ended, obviously I'm not going to say what happened, but when the movie ended, I saw it at like a weird time on a Sunday because I was just the only time I could get there. And there's probably like 12 other people in there. And we all just sat there in silence. Nobody moved because everybody kept waiting to see what the hell happened and process. There was just silence. And then this old guy just gets up. He goes, I don't know what to do. And he just walked out.
I haven't seen it, but that feels appropriate.
It's just a really good movie throughout with really strong performances. And then it just has a moment where from that point on till the end, it's just one of the best acted things I've ever seen. And it's just engaged with it in a really, really visceral way.
This is one I'm so disappointed that I haven't seen because I think I will love this movie.
Yeah. I think you will too. And it's given the restrictions in which he made it, and this is a really weird comparison, but it's a little like Jaws, right? And it's almost like a happy accident that he had to film it the way that he did because there are so many long takes that I think really actually add to that tension that you feel through the movie. And Joey, what you're talking about, like when it basically gets dark to the end of the movie, it's just
the
incredible.
Tree scene.
It's the tree scene. Absolutely.
Once that happens, I mean, like I sorry, but like
no, I love it. I love this.
Just no matter if you're watching it and that hasn't come up yet, you're not getting up to go to the bathroom. You're not you're not blinking at that point on because it is so wildly engaging.
I love
just
that.
a really, really impressive movie. But like Britt, we were talking about Mike from Cinemus is doing something soon, and the entire reason I ran is because of this movie.
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
like, I need to watch more things from a country because of this one thing, and how really blown away I was by it, and how much I keep thinking about it. And when somebody's like, "Oh, I saw this," I'm like, "Boom! I want to talk to you about this now because it is awesome," and it's just not around.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
I'm really disappointed. This was one that I was trying to go see when it was still in the cinema around us, and I didn't have time.
In the 4 days, like
in the very few amount of days. I think I was
problem.
probably getting my wisdom teeth out, so I couldn't go anyways. Like, that's the disappointing thing.
Like you were busy.
Ugh. Yeah. Freaking life. Why you gotta be so busy? Well, that's amazing. Like this already, I'm loving our list. I think that this just showcases how great this year was. Like because I wasn't as thrilled with last year's cinema, to be perfectly honest. I thought it was fine, but I didn't find anything that was stand out. And this year,
it felt very top heavy last year, and then it just
Yes.
kind of filtered.
Yeah. And this year we have so many things to choose from, and it's just very cool.
Yeah.
What's your number 3, Adam?
My number 3 is a movie that after Joey watched it, he actually called me. He called me because he didn't know anybody else who had seen the movie and
I didn't know what to do.
Talk about it. So my number 3 is sentimental value. And I just rewatched it with Melissa. I think right before I went to Madison. And almost because like I kind of like with Train Dreams, it just kind of washes over you, except for the narrative in this is so much stronger. And I love what I think what I love so much about the movie is that we just, talked about Cinema Paradiso and making movies and what that is. But like, I like this so much because it's about a father trying to reconnect with his daughter. The fact that he's a filmmaker is almost like ancillary. It's like, it's not that important. It's about trying to reestablish a connection. There are some really funny in-jokes that come with film and theater. I won't say, if you haven't seen it, but I won't spoil it, but
I haven't.
Stellan Skarsgård gifts his grandson some movies, and it's fucking top shelf.
It's one of the funniest things. It's one of the three
really
funniest things of the year.
And initially when I was creating this list, it was just off of the list because I was trying to be creative. Kind of, I wanted to like showcase some things that I thought might not get it. And then this movie got completely snubbed at SAG, and I was very upset. So I had to like readjust, and I wanted to give sentimental value some love. So this is my number 3.
Shocking to me. And I haven't seen it, but everything I've read about it, it's like a career-defining role for Stellan Skarsgård. Like
he's so good.
He's so good. I was so happy he wanted the Golden Globes. This was my number 1. Moving it off now, which is great.
Ooh.
Yeah, this was my number 1. So I'm not a phone person. The only person I talk to on the phone is my mom because she doesn't text. So like that's it. I called out. Like I got in the car. I was like, I don't know what to do. I need to talk to somebody, and I called Adam. Yeah. I don't call people.
I was getting out of a high school production of Once Upon a Mattress, and Joey is calling me, and I'm like, what is happening? Is this the real world? What is this?
I don't do that. Like, I'll text you all day. Pretty much 23 hours of the day. But
you only sleep for one. Calling. You don't need more sleep than that.
I think it's one of the best acted and best shown ever portrayals of depression and what depression does and how it affects the people around it. I think that Stellan Skarsgård is really unbelievable. Elle Fanning, a really hard job of being of playing an actor and trying to do a very specific thing. I think she knocks it out of the park. I think they're all really good. I think this movie's amazing, and I love it so much. And it was my number 1. I love it. Like it's so good. I think it does a lot right. And when I see people criticize things, I'm like, oh, that's the depression they're showing. Like, come on. It's so good.
I think Elle Fanning is one of those actors that is just great in everything. And I think there was a lot of baggage with the fact that she was Dakota Fanning's younger sister. So when she was a kid getting started, it was like, oh, okay, she's in it because, her sister is a young actor. And I think that's like fair. She probably did get a lot of auditions because of that, which like, fine, whatever, use your connections. I don't have a problem with that. But I think she has grown into such an incredible performer. I think of her performance in The Great, which is what really turned me into like a super fan of Elle Fanning's. And I think it's really cool that people are finally acknowledging that, because I think she's really good. Yeah, again, haven't seen the movie, but
I didn't really have a relationship with her until the Bob Dylan movie, and I thought she was really good in that.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I was like, oh, and then she was in this, and I think she's in a movie with really strong actors, and she really holds her own.
I love that. That's so cool. I was just about to say, so Joey, what's your next film? But it's me actually. I am going to give you my third film, and mine is a movie that I think is really, really powerful, and I don't think people are talking about enough, and it is On Becoming a Guinea Fowl. It's currently available on HBO Max. Go watch it. It's the same director who did I Am Not a Witch, so basically I'm a huge fan.
Oh, no shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's her sophomore film. I could not look away from this movie. I am obsessed with everything about it. I think it is so intricate and so I was so immersed in this movie. I think that the relationship with the cousins is particularly beautiful, but also in juxtaposition to the aunties. And there's a scene in this film where the cousins, basically the younger women of the family, talk to the older women in the family about something that has happened and how they try to understand each other is so interesting and palpable. I love this movie. I think everybody should watch it. I want more people to talk about it. I really, really love On Becoming a Guinea Fowl. It broke me. I just think it's really important.
It's a critic's darling. It's been on a bunch of top 10 lists for the year.
Yeah, I think I said it when we did the director's list. I saw it. I need to rewatch it. I don't,
That's fair.
I have no issue with it. I just didn't fully connect with it.
That's okay. I think that the movie is so very specifically about the place that it's from. Like, it's so African in it's like the relationships between the family and the cousins, and even there's a moment where like a widow has to talk to her husband's family about why she should have her money, and everything seems to be very rooted in that culture. And it's something that I've never come across before in my life. I was learning so many new things through just watching this film. And it was, God, I loved it. I really, really, really love this movie. I think I'm like the biggest fan of this director. She's my favorite.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah.
She's a talented person.
Very talented. And I can't wait to see what she does next, because I am a super fan. I also love the fact that the whole beginning of this film, which is pretty like traumatic, happens and our main character is dressed up as Missy Elliott. Like, it's just incredible.
Really funny. Like, it's like
so funny.
It's really hard to get your bearings with it in like a really good way. Mm-hmm. Because what you're watching and like processing, like my brain wasn't. I just like heard work it as this is all happening, which is not what you should be hearing.
Like, she gets out of the car. Like, if you read, like, okay, this is a bit of a spoiler, but you literally learn this in the first 2 minutes of the movie. She gets out of the car to look at somebody who's dead on the side of the road, and she's fully wearing like the work at Missy Elliott outfit. And it's
like a really good
juxtaposition is just perfect. It's so bizarre and it's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it so much. Such a good movie. Joey, what's your number 3?
All right, my number 3, numbers don't matter anymore. No. But number 3 is Julia Roberts' favorite movie. It is Sorry Baby, Eva Victor. I just all positive things to say about it. The ending is really affecting. I think it has 2 really great scenes, and overall, I just think it handles something very difficult, very delicately, and all very human.
Yeah. This might be showing up later on my list, so I'm going to go ahead and not say anything right now about it, other than it's showing up on my list later.
Right. I figured I'd cut you.
Thank you. You knew, Joey. You knew I'd have this on the list.
I did.
It's so good, though.
It's so good. All right. We can talk about it when we get to yours.
Okay. Sounds good. Adam, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Weapons.
Yes.
Zach Kreger's wild follow-up to Barbarian. I think maybe of the movies, it's the most vibe on it. Like, it's plot's a little irrelevant. Amy Madigan is fucking awesome as Aunt Gladys.
Awesome.
I am rooting for Amy Madigan to win the Oscar. Like, genuinely.
It's shot so well. And so recent development in our household. So my kids, like, they like scary movies, and I can't stop them from watching stuff. So Stella had a friend over the other night, and she goes, "Dad, do you own Scream?" And I said, "Yes, well, I do own Scream." And she goes, "Can we watch Scream?" And I go, "I'm not going to be a hypocrite." I go, "If Adele's parents say it's fine, cool, go ahead." And they said, "Sure." So they watched Scream, and they dug it. Then the 2 of them and Sophie and Melissa watched Paranormal Activity. And so, like, horror movies are now just in.
Which is great.
Love it.
Melissa goes, "Friday night, what are we going to do when, like, because I have rehearsal and she has work." And I go, "We should do something." I go, "You know what? let's all watch Weapons, because Sophie has wanted to watch it since she saw the trailer. I'm like, fuck
Sophie's
it, we're gonna
so
watch
cool.
Weapons.
Yeah, Sophie's awesome.
Sophie's
So
cool. So is Stella. They're both
I'm excited I'm excited to watch it again. Because outside, like, I mean, obviously it's going to be gruesome and there's some stuff, but like, I really can't wait for them to see the ending. Like, I really just want them to watch the ending.
The release of the ending is all timer. This is a great movie.
Yeah.
What a you know, we were talking about second movies before, talking about Cinema Paradiso. What a second movie for Krieger. Like,
Yeah.
I think really good cast. Amy Madigan is just awesome.
I saw an interview the other day where someone was like, what do you think Aunt Gladys listens to? Like, what kind of music? And she goes, oh, very esoteric jazz and show tunes. And I was like, I feel very called out. Am I an Aunt Gladys? Like, oh my God. It was great. I loved it. Honestly, incredible performance. Like, absolutely bonkers in the best way, because when, like, I think of the scene where she's sitting with the kid, and I guess this is spoilers, so I stop listening for 10 seconds. But when she's saying, like, I can kill your parents, I can kill everybody, what, like, there's something so sinister, like, and what she's saying is very sinister, but the way that she says it is so subdued, but also makes me, like, my skin crawl. Like, I got goosebumps watching her interacting with this child. Incredible. And the ending was pitch perfect. She acted the shit out of that role, and she deserves all of the accolades. I love it.
I love them all. I think it's just really, they were all clearly bought in, and I think oh man, I love it so much.
I love
Great
it
movie.
so much. Great movie.
Blast.
Great
It was a
pick. I
blast.
love that that's your number 2. I love it so much. My number 2 is Sorry Baby. I love this film. It is quiet. It is like pretty small. It's very difficult, and it's really beautiful. Naomi Ackie should be considered for supporting actress, and it makes me really mad that she isn't. This is one of the most complicated female friendships I've ever seen on screen, especially helping a friend deal with something after the fact. I think we always see people helping someone during, and then many, many years later being like, wow, that was a crazy time. But we don't see the week after. We don't see the month after, right? It's especially between
I got
two
a cat.
females. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I got a cat. Great. And she's just so accepting of what's happening and trying to help her friend process. Oh, I love Sorry Baby. I can't wait. I'm so glad that it's an episode, because I cannot wait to dive into this film with you two, because it's really, really beautiful. And I don't know, we should be talking about it more, because it's really good.
I agree. Julia Roberts loves it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what episode we were talking about. It might have been the draft. I don't know what it was, but I said I hadn't seen it before.
Right.
I thoroughly did not like this movie. Like, unabashedly did not like this movie. So the episode will be interesting.
So this is my after sun, where you just
It is.
thoroughly
It
hate
is.
something that I think is genuinely one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
It's been nice being friends, I guess.
I mean, that's up to you, Britt. That's up to you.
Wow.
I'm not walking away.
I kind of judge you a little bit.
That's okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. You can like what you like, but wow. I'm so interested to hear what you didn't like about it.
I have a take
I
that
will-
I'm going to save.
Save it. Yes, I'm gonna save it for the pod.
You can text
Okay.
me.
Although,
well,
Joey, you might be close. Yeah.
Take. All right. Well,
okay. Well, Joey, what's your number 2?
well, thanks, Vibe Killer St. John.
I know, Jesus
mine-
Christ. Well, anyways, Joey and I really like it, and Adam
I
can
fucking
just,
love it.
like, I don't know, go do whatever he likes.
All right. Well, you know, I'm going to go with If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, because
I want to see it.
Rose Byrne, well, the movie doesn't exist without Rose Byrne. Conan O'Brien's great. It has a really, really upsetting scene that is also hysterical. and it is filmed in such a way that it is so anxiety inducing. You feel it after the movie exists. I don't know that I'm going to watch it again, but I loved it and wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, this movie fucking wrecked Melissa. I mean, it
Kristen too.
ruined her like next 2 days. It's very effective, and
very much so.
I know, everybody is talking about Jessie Buckley and Hamnet. Spoiler alert: that movie is not showing up on my top 10 at all.
I haven't seen it. I love the book.
It's okay.
Good.
It's fine.
Good. It's very good. And Jessie Buckley's great.
But God, Rose Byrne is so good.
That's what
in this movie. It's truly one of those movies where it's all her. I mean, it is all her. She carries the entire movie. And
she doesn't. I don't know. I mean, the ending is pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, that's great. I enjoy it. It wasn't on my top 10, but it really is. It's a good movie.
I think that just goes to show how strong this year was. It was a very strong year for film. That it's not on your top 10 and you still are like, it's incredible.
Yeah. Yes.
Adam, actually, I want to ask you about this because I'm not going to say what it is. I've only really had one issue with the movie. I felt the husband on the phone distracting because it was so clear who it was.
Oh, see, I couldn't place the voice.
Oh, really?
In fact, at one point, is
I go, is that? Cast, I said, is that Albert Brooks? And I was like, no, doesn't make sense. He's much older than.
Come on, and it really fucked me. And then he showed up, and I was just like, But I will say, Aesop Rocky was really good in this, and he was in High and Low, which was blah, but he was fantastic in it. So Aesop Rocky, really good actor.
He's got some screen presence.
Yeah, charisma machine.
I'm excited to see it. It's that was another one that I was considering watching today, but I only had time for one movie, and I only watched one. So that's what happens when you go on vacation and have to actually work during the day. It's a bummer. Amazing. So that was your second one. So
yeah, that's two. Yeah. Again, numbers don't matter.
Numbers don't matter, but we're to our number ones. And after we do our number ones, we'll do some like honorable mentions, and then maybe like say one. Well, Adam's already said one that he didn't like at all, but one that like didn't live up to expectations, or one that just you expected more out of. I think that's kind of fun. Not that we're going to shit on anything, but just, sometimes they don't work out. Adam, what's your number one?
I think it basically has been since I first saw it. And it's a very basic pick, but fuck it. I don't really care. One battle after another. I love this movie. I cannot believe for the length of the movie how much it carries you through. To me, there was not a single part of the movie that isn't working. The screenplay works, the acting works, it's shot great. I love the editing, I love the needle drops, I love the score. It's 100% across the board. And again, I watched it with Melissa not too long ago. She was in, which, I wasn't sure what she was going to think of it, but I was surprised how much she enjoyed it. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good. It's just, it works throughout. Big fan.
And this is my version of Sorry Baby.
Yeah, no, this movie does not work for me. Which is fine. You know what? Here's the thing. There's no way I'm going to get on board with Sean Penn's performance. So if you can't get on board with that in this movie, I don't know if it's going to work for you. And it just, personally, I had a lot of issues with the pacing. I had a lot of issues with
oh wow, I thought it was paced great. I think that was such
do not. You know what I did love? I thought everything with Benicio del Toro was perfect. If it had just been that, it would have been the perfect film for me. Also, that tree stunt was the moment in the movie where both Neil and I went, "Oh my god!" It was
fucking
incredible. Incredible tree stunt. But I'm so glad it worked for both of you. I had a lot of issues with this film. And I feel like I'm the only person that has issues with this film. Neil and I both left it feeling very confused. But that's okay. Like, it just wasn't for me. I preferred Eddington personally. And
sure.
I felt like it was more complicated. But that's okay. That's okay. I love that other people loved it. It just was not a movie for me.
Another movie that we'll at least talk about to some extent, because we're doing PTA ranking next time as well.
Ugh, that's so right. I have to watch it again.
I'm watching that again this weekend with Kristen, so I'm very excited because it was. Yeah, I really like that movie. I think it's real great. So very nice.
Yeah, it's fine. I will say my number one, and it probably is just because this is the most recent thing I watched, but it is The Testament of Anne Lee.
Oh, amazing!
So good.
Fucking
It's great.
love this movie. I think this is one of the most interesting films I have seen all year. The way that it is shot. I hate voiceover. And this whole movie is voiceover. And I thought it was incredible the way that they shot everything, the choreography, the singing, the voiceover. I was watching it going, I want to be in this play. I want this to be a stage musical, and I want to be a part of everything that is happening. They managed to make me want to become a zealot. Like, I was like, yes, I will follow you. Celibacy must be the way.
No wonder you didn't last.
Exactly.
Really not setting yourself up for long-term success.
Exactly. Oh my God. This movie, though, I was blown away by it because I really had no expectations. I mean, I thought like Amanda Seyfried, she's fine, whatever. No, she is top notch. She's my favorite. That's my favorite performance of the year. I am obsessed with The Testament of Anne Lee. I kind of want to rewatch it again after this, just because I had such a good time watching it. I thought it was the most interesting, unique film of the year. It's a historical religious musical. Of course I loved it. Like, it was tailor-made for me. But yeah.
I saw this. This was like the first big thing I saw at the festival. And I remember explaining it to Joey because obviously she co-wrote it with Brady Corbet, who did The Brutalist. And I was like, this is less pretentious Brutalist.
Yeah. And I did not like The Brutalist. I really didn't like The Brutalist at all.
The more that time passes, the lower in esteem it goes in my mind. And the one thing about The Testament of Anne Lee that I can see in The Brutalist is I can't believe they made these movies look as good as they did with the budget they had.
100%.
The production design, the costume design, it all looks great. I mean, and this, I think it's safe to say Amanda Seyfried will be nominated, but I do believe, unfortunately, it's going to be the only thing it gets nominated for.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think this is the best edited movie of the year.
It's so good.
And yes, you're using the beat of the music to help, but every time she would slam her chest and we would cut to like the rain or the storm or a new shot, it was so well done. It's not getting enough love. It is not a conventional film, but it was in my top 10, just outside. It's so fucking good. It's so good.
It moved me. Ugh.
Also in my top 10, I thought it was fantastic. When it was over, I looked at Chris and I said, "Oh, that was better than The Brutalist. These are better when she directs.
Yeah.
When the wife takes over. This is better because there's no insane heavy-handedness at the back end." Amanda Seyfried, her brother. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
It's
Pullman.
Louis Pullman.
Louis Pullman.
Yes.
Really, I really liked him in this. The story of someone who historically I'm not like, oh man, I want to learn more about her. And I was just fully in on, and just, the last time we're with her is really upsetting, but Amanda Seyfried knocks like all the things that I think are getting talked about for her appropriately. So she's great. But that last scene where she, all, not spoiling anything, but all that's happened, I'm really blown away by her because that's, it's you got to do a lot of things. Thomasin McKenzie, who I
love Thomasin McKenzie.
Really good in this. I just, it's crazy, but I think it's a very ballsy movie that I don't really know how it exists because it doesn't feel like a thing that should exist, but I thought it was great.
I also don't think that it's a movie that is that is saying religion is okay. I don't. I kind of view this film as a secular film, to be perfectly honest. It's the experience of a person who believes in religion, believes
It's not
that
saying
they
yes
are,
or no to anything. It's not
Exactly.
judging anything. There's no
No.
judgment. This is a person who exists in this time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
that is what's so beautiful about this film. I'm so happy that this is a film that I watched today. Like that I made that choice because it really, really moved me. I loved it. I think everybody should watch The Testament of Anne Lee. I just, man, it really, really spoke to me. Like, because Sorry Baby was my number one, Adam, you hater. But I knocked it out with The Testament of Anne Lee because it just really, really.
You made the right
hit me.
choice. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I have your respect now, Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. So Testament of Anne Lee, that's my number one. And that's why on the earlier episode I said,
Yeah, I
we'll talk
figured
about
it.
it later.
Yeah, I figured.
You hide it well, though, because I was like, oh, shit, she's going to dunk on Testament of Anne Lee. I didn't know where it was going.
I was like,
so, yeah,
she's obsessed with this movie.
that's great.
I was like, she's going to have a Testament of Anne Lee
zealot.
tattoo in 6 months.
I'm a zealot for the Testament of Anne Lee. I 100% would get a tattoo. Well, maybe not a tattoo. No, maybe why not? Like, I'll just get a bunch of tattoos. I was like, what kind of cool like shirt could I get that's like the Testament of Anne Lee that wouldn't be too obvious, but also show people like, I like women directors who direct really fucking great films, you know? Oh God, it was so good. See, I will say, I think that had I watched that before we did the draft, I would have drafted it. It would have been one of
Cool.
my wild cards.
I like that.
because I think it would have. I want to have a full episode on it. I want to talk to you guys about it so badly. So now I can just text you guys with my Anne Lee thoughts.
Nice.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
I'll
I
call
love it.
you, Adam, after this.
Don't call me after this. I will be asleep.
It's only- you have to reserve that.
Oh wait, I'll just call Joey. He'll be awake for sure for at least
sure.
3 more hours.
Yeah, appropriate. All right, so we're up to my number one. I'm torn what to do here. I have one that we that brought up quick, or I was going to do one of Josh O'Connor's 4 movies where he was
he
awesome.
did do a
in,
lot
but
of movies, didn't he?
They weren't all very. They were all 3 were good, but he was awesome in all of them. But no, I'm going to go with Hamnet just because.
Nice.
Yeah, it wasn't originally in here in my 10, I guess, but it wasn't originally in my 5. But yeah, the reason it's not in my top 5, I think the first hour has a little trouble connecting, but I think the last hour or so is really fantastic. I love the ending. I love Jessie Buckley. I think Paul Mescal gives a great supporting performance and let it be Jessie Buckley's show. And the kid was out of this world. And as he shows up around award show, I love him even more. As he's
so
showing
sweet.
up around awards, he just seems like a great kid. There's a funny moment where after they won the Golden Globes, they asked about like going out. He's like, "Oh no!" And Paul Mescal's like, "I mean, I'll talk to your mom." And and I just think there's obviously chemistry there. And I think if the first hour hit me a little bit differently, it would have been higher for sure because I'm right. It's right there for me. But I think for this, it's good. I love it very much. And the ending really, really fucked me up.
I'm very interested to see this film because it's one of my favorite books. It is my favorite book that I read this entire year. My sister bought it for me when I went to England. So I was literally reading it on the tube, sobbing hysterically on the tube during a scene where the father is walking down the road. That's all I'll say for anybody that hasn't seen this movie, because I'm assuming they have that scene in the movie. And Neil literally was like, "You need to stop reading this." And I said, "I can't. I'm too invested." I'm interested to see how they humanize Shakespeare in this film, because in the book, they never say his name. You actually don't know it's Shakespeare. Like, we know it's Shakespeare because of the context clues. But in the book, he's referred to as the artist, he's referred to as the husband, he's referred to as the tutor, but he's never referred to by name. And you just kind of, with context clues, discover who he is. And it's a very humanizing aspect of it. So I'm curious to see how they're able to keep that in the movie, because that's one of the most important parts of it. It's like they actually humanize Shakespeare and his family.
So I don't hate this movie. There are aspects that work really well. to answer your question, Britt, there was literally a moment ago. We're looking for Will Shakespeare, and it's like, if you didn't get it yet, then you're a fucking idiot.
That's a little disappointing because it's like so unimportant.
It's a bad moment. It's a bad moment. Like, and you can't
that's what
defend
the producers put that in because they're like, people aren't gonna know it's Shakespeare. What do we do?
And that's the problem. And
Steven Spielberg should have kept his fucking nose out of it. You know what I mean? Just let.
When you treat your audience like idiots, it stands out.
I understand how the ending is effective. I get. And I'm not going to say that it doesn't work. I feel like we use this phrase emotionally manipulative. I know it's coming. I know what's going for. It didn't. Not a tear in sight for me. But I get it, and I understand why it would work for people.
I cried a lot the last hour, and then the Shakespeare part, I was like, "Fuck," and then it got me again. But
I will say that as a person who is not a parent, I sobbed multiple times throughout this book. At least, like it hit really hard. So
it got me. Listen, some things just hit you, but I also may have cried at the ending of Cool Runnings like 2 weeks ago. So Cole was like, why are they carrying it? And as I was explaining to him, I'm crying. But then we just talked about Cinema Paradies. I didn't cry once during that. So, it's shit hits you hard.
The only time I cried during that was during the fire scene. But we can cut this because, we're releasing that after this. So we don't want to give anything away, right?
It's all good.
Okay, so great. That was all of our number ones. Do you guys have any honorable mentions that you would like to say right now that didn't quite make the list, but you really enjoyed, or even didn't make your top 10 at all, but you just had a killer time with? Like,
one I'll bring up that, it's not close to my top 10, but just like, I think when I watch this movie again, I'll still have absolutely no idea. I'll still I'll still be completely surprised by the things that happen. And it's a wild ride. Was Surratt.
I haven't watched it yet. Oh, I really want to see Surratt.
The music, I don't want to hear techno, but
I love techno.
This movie makes choices where I literally sent Adam 2 text messages during it. I'm not going to say what they are because it was, but, and it was just, I think when those things happen, I would still go, oh my God. So like, I think it's a good movie. I liked it a lot. It's just, there's a lot of strong stuff this year. And yeah, that one just stands out as,
I love that so much.
I'll throw out a few really quick. Friendship, I still just think is really
Friendship's
funny.
great.
Tim Robinson is just a weird guy.
She's in the sewer is one of the funniest. When she said she's in the sewer to the cops, I exploded, and I will watch every time I watch it. I will laugh my ass off at that.
The licking the toad scene, and he just fucking ends up at Subway was great. As far as like blockbuster, turn your brain off. Joy, I know you're low. I think you're low on this, but F1, I actually just rewatched that with Melissa the other day. It's exactly what you want it to be. It's like Hans Zimmer, fast cars. Like I dug it for what it was.
I didn't ask for that.
That's fine.
I did not want that. Listen.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, just what I want. 60-year-old professional athletes.
Okay, here's the funny. Like I haven't watched it, so I don't really have any say in this, but Neil and I went to go see, we went to go see a movie and the trailer was before it and it showed Brad Pitt as like, oh, whatever. And Neil goes, oh, so he's going to be like the Pitt guy or something. And then it shows him being like, no, I'm going to get in the car. And Neil just turns to me and goes, yeah, fucking 60-year-old Brad Pitt's going to be a race car driver, of course, because his ego is too big to be anything other than that.
But I will say, if the movie was all driving scenes, I would have had a good time with it. But unfortunately, it wasn't that.
It might be fun though. I might like it.
It's not a boring watch. It's 17-hour runtime does fly.
Sorry, Adam. I feel like we just shit on this movie.
It's so long.
No, it's fine. I'll end. But my last one will be one that I still think about The Perfect Neighbor, the documentary on Netflix.
Very good. Very good.
It wrecked me, and I think the way that they assemble it and tell the story is really effective.
I think it's a really important documentary. I have a lot of issues with the children being shown for as I think that is, and I understand their father had to sign off on that. I also think it was, they could have masked their faces. That's the one thing I'll say. Like, that's the worst night of those kids' lives, and that's the only thing in the documentary that I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to see this. I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't be watching. But I think it's a very effective and very important documentary. Like,
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Really, really good. Joey, honorable mentions. What do you got?
Yeah. So Josh O'Connor was in 4 movies this year. He was really good in all of them. I really like him in the. I liked the new Knives Out, the Wake Up Dead Man. I thought that was really good, super fun. I was all in on it. But I also love all 3 of those movies. But I thought he was awesome, and I really would like him joining Benoit Blanc in future Knives Out movies. I
did think he was good in it. I thought he was very good in it. I don't like Knives Out very much, so
it's okay. Rebuilding is great, and The Mastermind I thought was super fun, and I love the score. History of Sound was disappointing, but what can you do? He was really good in it. And then other shout outs, I don't know. I said a bunch, but Twinless I really dug. I thought that was really good, and Materialists I like a lot.
I haven't watched The Materialists. It's not really. It's not the type of film I usually would go for. I'm going to be honest. Like, not really my bag, but I might try it.
Some people listen. It's not universally anything. So
I do really like Dakota Johnson, though. Like, genuinely, I know a lot of people.
Hey, someone's gotta.
I think it's her best performance.
It definitely is. I agree.
I don't know. Suspiria is really good. Like, I think she's very good in Suspiria personally, but
I think she's better in this.
Great. Okay. Well, I will. You know what? After her tour with everybody, I'm fine with it. Like, she's so funny, so I will absolutely watch it at some point. My honorable mentions, I really loved Hedda. I feel like nobody else does.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I've not seen that.
That was my number 6. It just got knocked out by The Testament of Anne Lee. I really, really, really liked Hedda. I was texting Joey during it, and Joey was like, yeah, this is like so up your alley. And I was like, I know, it's messy sapphic queens. Of course I love this. So Hedda was really good. I've talked about The Ugly Stepsister like everywhere, so everybody knows I love that. But the movie that shocked me was Bring Her Back. I was
shit.
Love Bring Her Back.
I wanted that to be on my top 5 so badly, but it just didn't make it. But I was blown away by Bring Her Back. And everybody's talking about Amy Madigan from Weapons because she's amazing and absolutely great. But we should be talking about Sally from Bring Her Back. Sally Hawkins was incredible in that film. Like, are we forgetting about that very, very disturbing, nuanced performance? She's so good.
She is very good.
She is good. I don't think the script is helping her a ton.
I think she's good despite that. Like, she managed to find so much depth there.
But I think that, like, as far as conversations go like that, I do think that's kind of like the movie is kind of holding her back in that way. I think she's great in the movie.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. But I feel like, I don't know. I just think she's really good. I like her a lot more than some of the other performances that people are really like just thrown to the front of the line. So I'll just say that's really good. Did you guys go see anything in the cinema that you were like, wow, I can't believe I paid money to go see this? Because I have one.
No.
I will go first with mine. Just so Neil and I decided we were going to go see Avatar Fire and Ash because
Jesus Christ. Yeah, well, that's
Avatar,
a good one.
Fire and Trash.
Exactly. It really was. It was offensively bad. Like, I was offended with certain things that were put into the movie.
Yeah, bro. We have to watch Spider in Peril again, bro.
I was more so thinking about when they were talking about scalping people. That's the point where I went, maybe we don't put that into this allegory. I think that's pretty insensitive. But also Spider,
at least it was trying to be interesting. They introduced I said trying. I didn't say succeeding. They finally introduced an interesting character and completely neutered her 3 scenes in.
Oh, 100%.
She was awesome the first time we see her. Then the second time she starts strong, and then by the end she's just a complete dud. Like, I was like, okay, maybe I could get in on her. And then they ruined her, and that was a bummer.
It was so bad. And I will say, when we went to go see the Way of the Water or whatever it was, we were okay with it. We were like, this isn't the best movie we've ever seen. We've never rewatched it, but at least it was palatable. But this movie was just awful. It was just not fun. It wasn't even fun to watch. We were like there for the animation, and we weren't even enjoying that.
Right.
know, there were so many moments throughout the film that the two of us just were like, do we get up and leave? Do we go?
It was a real long 3 hours.
Yeah, it was.
This year was funny with theaters with Dean because Cole go to movies a lot, but Dean wants to come, so we took him to his first movie in April, which was at the Cinema Arts Center does like family movies on Sundays.
Fun,
We took him to
yeah.
the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie.
Love it.
Nice.
Awesome. He wasn't into it, so he spent a lot of time outside. In the second movie, we took him to see Bad Guys 2, which I really like a lot, but it's a little slow, too young for him. But luckily, the only reason we took him was because there was no one else in the theater. So
Fair.
he was standing up, he was loud. But we did take him, he wanted to see the SpongeBob movie with us. So the four of us went, he sat, he watched the whole thing, didn't even get up for a bathroom break. And it was awesome. And he was like, that was fun. So like, I feel like he's finally hit the right age for it. He gets it. So because of that, the SpongeBob Search for SquarePants movie will always be an important movie for me in theaters because it's now the thing that now all four of us can go together without everybody being stressed.
That's amazing.
The only disappointment we had, and I think it was because we had built up expectations for it, and it also because it was a family movie that we all walked out of and were like, that really wasn't that good. And I think, Joey, I think you like this movie. I don't, Brett, I'm not sure if you've seen it. Wicked for Good.
I haven't seen it yet.
Big fan. Best Wicked movie.
I think there's just no way. There's no way. And the new songs are awful. And I think and the girls who are like planted on screens were like, Stella was like, didn't we just see this on Broadway? And we were like, yeah. She was like, it was good, right? And I was like, yeah, I think so. Because I don't know. I think as a standalone movie, it fails. It fails. It was not entertaining. The kids were bored. I was bored. Yeah, it's a letdown.
I went into that, I was just like, whatever. I didn't like the first one, but I'll see it. Exceeded my expectations. I had such a good time. I was all in. I loved it. I think it's so much better.
This is one of your worst takes. This is genuinely one of your worst takes.
I look over at one point, Kristen and the guy next to her who's in Wicked gear were just crying. And it was just like, it got me.
Divisive film. I haven't seen it yet. I meant to go see it in the cinema, but it came out when I was in a show, and so it just never happened. One movie that I expected not to like and totally exceeded my expectations, K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh my God.
Well, yeah.
Obsessed. I am obsessed, and I hope it wins everything. The title of it is so bad that I thought it was going to be the stupidest thing I'd ever seen. And every time I've watched it like 3 times, I think, this year alone, just because I'm like, oh, that's easy. Let's put that on.
Years.
As opposed to all the other years, right? But I've watched it 3 times, and each time it gets better. I like it even more, and maybe it's not as good as I think it is, but I love it so much.
I had a funny thing with it because the first time I watched it, Cole didn't even like finish it, and Dean was no interest. I watched it. I was like, all right, that was good. And then all of a sudden, more recently, they were like, we want to watch it. And now they're like into it. Like it initially didn't connect, but then the Golden is just so out there. They were like, I want to see that again.
Are they Huntrix boys or Saja boys? Like which one are they more interested in?
I mean, that's not a thing.
Do they like soda? No, it is a thing. Some people are more into the Saja boys, and some people are more into the Huntrix. That's what I'm asking. Because I'm a Saja boys girl. Like,
they are not.
Your idol, incredible. I am so on board with your idol.
They don't care about those songs.
Stupid.
No, they like the train scene and the end scene. The Park Chan-wook where he cries scene when they all come back together. That's their favorite scene. But yeah,
they have good taste.
So Zootopia 2 with Cole's like school for a fundraiser thing. So seeing that with like 100 kids running around and Cole being very judgmental of the parents who let their kids do anything. And we get in the car And this kid in front of us was just terrible. The parents sat next to us and let the kid sit in front. And the kid like clearly was not old enough to be sitting by himself yet. And he ended up breaking a light that I had to fix, this whole thing.
He
So we got in the
broke a light?
Yeah, on like the chair. I had to fix it. The parents did nothing. So whatever. After we talk to his friends and we leave, we walk to the car. We're talking about the movie. We get in the car and he's silent for a minute. He goes, some of those parents were useless. And I was like, you're right. He's like, you're right, Cole.
Did he call them losers as well?
No, but he knew. And I was like, did you know that kid? He's like, no, but he's in his friend's class. And he's like, so I see him on the playground a lot. I'm like, do you play with him? He goes, nah. He's like, that's how he is in school too. I was like, oh, okay, so obviously not.
Oh my god. Oh well, yeah, we did our top favorites. I guess we could go through and say them, but I don't think we need to. Do we want to? Sure, let's do it. Adam, what were your five
Sure.
films?
5 through 1, Train Dreams, Eddington, Sentimental Value, Weapons, and One Battle After Another.
Amazing. Mine were Sinners, Begonia, On Becoming a Guinea Fowl, Sorry Baby, and The Testament of Anne Lee.
Mine, in some sort of order, Marty Supreme, It Was Just an Accident, Sorry Baby, If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, and Hamnet.
Love it. Let us know what your top 5 were on socials. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on X, we're on Blue Sky. Sometimes we're on Facebook, who knows? So just find us. I think we have a letterboxd too. So, we're all over the place. We'd love to know what your favorites of 2025 were. Is there anything we missed? Let us know. We're nice people. Until next time. See ya.